Hello everyone! Today I want to show you how we can use the project governance in the extension dbt Power User in Visual Studio. To start, I want to explain what this project governance is. So if you click in Actions, there is here is written project governance, and what it is what's written here. So basically dbt has this best practices section in the website, and this is a way of reconfiguring these best practices and seeing the health check of our project and see if they adhere to these best practices. We can do this in many ways. One, you can run all the checks, and the other way is we configure ourselves what rules we want to follow. We can configure this using the select config, and this is going to our SaaS instance, and I can show you what this means. So if I go here to my automate in my instance, I can see there's dbt governance config, and I can see here VS governance. This is the governance that I'm using in my Visual Studio, and those are the rules and those are the checks that I'm actually following. So I'm checking the name of my models, and I'm checking a lot of rules except for, so I'm skipping a couple of source checks because I don't care about that much. So going back, I'm gonna save this and going to my Visual Studio, I can click while selecting this VS governance, start the scan. And this is currently scanning my project. So it's seeing if all of these 46 rules that I selected in my instance is being followed in my dbt project. It's basically compiling and creating the manifest and the catalog YAML files. And you can see that is not, so not everything is following. So if I click in here, this opens for me this model that is not following, and also what checks are actually failing. I can click in details, and this explains to me what this check is actually doing and the recommendation on how to fix this. In this case, as this is a primary key test, so it's missing a primary key test, I can simply add a primary key test to this model. As this model doesn't have exactly a primary key, but rather like a combination of columns as primary key, I'm asking the documentation editor to add this test for me of combining email and activity type in one single test. So unique combination of columns of email and activity type, adding this test. I'm saving the test, quickly verifying if the test is actually running. So I don't want also to put a test that is failing. And as it is running, I can go again, and if I run the start scan again, this should now show that I don't have any errors. Another way of doing this is a manual check, but I'll give more details on the manual check in the next video. So see you in the next video, and we can see the manual check together. Bye!